Hello, Polly's Best for UK here, and what a day I've had trying to get all this to work. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to do the same game as I did the other day, Quake 3, but this time it's going to be in better quality, and the reason for that is because I've changed all my setup. So, we're still using the Pentium 3 system, but this time we're not capturing from SVGA, but we're actually capturing from VGA. So, I thought I'd use this as a sort of landmark test, see how it runs, and yeah. So, apologise for playing the same game again, but we are playing different level and slightly different settings and everything. Yeah, what do you think? Does this look better than the other video I did? I think it looks quite a bit better. It's still a bit dull. I'm not sure why it's dull. I've tried turning the brightness up and that doesn't seem to affect anything. But I think this looks a bit better than the video we did last time. I've had a nightmare trying to get stuff to work today, and I was trying to get the 6 p.m. deadline of a different game, and I just couldn't get there. It sometimes happens, especially when you do more complicated systems, like sort of recording the PC itself. I haven't got a VGA capture device, so what I've done is I've got one of them VGA to HDMI adapters, and then I've plugged that into my HDMI capture device. So it's not perfect. Like I said, it looks a bit dull and it might look a bit grainy in places, but I think it looks a lot better than trying to capture S video. So if anyone out there has got any recommendations for a cheap, and I mean cheap, I don't mean like 300 quid, I mean like 30 quid or something, sort of VGA dedicated capture box you can get for Windows 11, let me know, or like a modern computer, because I could do with, I've got the facility to capture composite, component, S video, sort of VGA if you like, putting adapters into adapters and stuff, but I would like a dedicated VGA capture device. If anyone knows of any, let me know in the comments, because that would be awesome to have one of them. So I could capture these Windows 95, 98 games with these for future projects and stuff, because sometimes, very rarely, but sometimes I do computer related videos on my channel that aren't like sort of game today, they're more like building computers and stuff. But yeah, that would be very handy. So if anyone knows of a cheap, it doesn't matter if it's Chinese, as long as it works, sort of cheap VGA capture device, let me know in the comments, or send me an email at polyswestuk@gmail.com. And yep, so what do you think of Quake 3? I think it's an absolutely stunning game. If you've never played Quake 3, you should. You don't have to have a vintage machine like my Pentium 3 to play it. You can actually download a open source version that runs perfectly fine in modern Windows. You still have to obtain the sort of base game files to run it, but it uses like, it's got like extra special high definition graphics and like sort of like 16:9 modes and sort of 1080p gaming and that sort of thing, which the original obviously didn't have, because obviously back then we was all running CRT monitors, or most of us was, which was definitely not 1080p. So yep, absolutely nightmare of a day I've had of this. I was trying to get it all on time, all ready for the 6 o'clock game of day start, but it didn't happen this time, and I was going to do a different game as well. It was actually going to be a driving game. That might have to be, that will have to be sort of delayed until tomorrow now, so that's a clue of tomorrow's game of day. It's going to be a driving game. It's also going to be captured using this method, and then I might go back to 86 box emulation for some of the month as well, because I'm sure a lot of you would rather see the 86 box videos, because it shows you, gives you an idea of what 3D FX emulation is like in its current state. And yes, so we're about the middle, just after the middle of the month, so there's quite a few more games to get through. And yes, so I apologise about this game being on before, like the other day, but I think it does look better in this capture sort of environment. And yes, so I think I'll give it 9 out of 10, and I'm going to give it 9 out of 10 again. And that's Quake 3. So thank you for watching, have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. I'll just leave a couple more minutes of gameplay. You can decide whether you want to watch it or sign out. So thank you for watching. Bye!
Danger.